Hi, everyone. My name is Alfred Bassi, your friendly chartered insurance consultant. Welcome to my YouTube channel for ABC of Insurance for Beginners. Today we'll be looking at Module 3, which is going to cover common types of insurance policies. Please let's not forget that insurance is a sure way of protecting yourself, your family, and your business. So we go into the main modules. Types of insurance. What are the contents that we'll be talking about today? Life insurance, motor insurance, fire insurance, travel insurance, professional indemnity insurance. We'll be looking at health insurance. We'll be looking at property insurance. We'll be looking at marine insurance, group life assurance. These are not exhausted. There are other classes of insurance, but today we'll be talking more about these other ones and to try and explain and to make us as beginners to be able to understand. So, still on the common types of insurance, the first one we're going to be talking about today is life insurance. It covers the life of a person and provides money to beneficiaries after death. What are the areas of cover for life insurance? It covers death benefits. It covers optional disability benefits. What are the exclusions, commonly policy exclusions that is not covered? Suicide, early period. If there's a suicide, insurance company will reject it immediately, will not claim, will not accept the claim immediately at once. Fraud, misinterpretations, representation is also part of the exclusions. War-related risk. So you now understand that for life insurance, what it covers is death benefits, optional disability benefits. And the measure is most of the exclusions are suicide, fraud, mispresentation, and war-related risk. What are the required details for a quote if one wants to do a life insurance? So we'll need your age and gender to provide those details, your occupation, your sum assured, how much amount you want to insure for, your medical history, which is very important. Let's look at a real life example. A businessman has a life insurance policy. He passes away unexpectedly. What happens? The insurance company pays a lump sum to his family to support them financially. So other things go on, even though when the breadwinner has left, has passed on, education and other classes of insurance that will cover. Let's look at the health insurance. It's very popular. Health insurance covers medical expenses, such as hospital bills, drugs, and treatments. What are the policy covers for this class of insurance business? Number one, it covers the hospital bills, consultation, drugs, tests. It covers surgery and specialist care. It covers maternity, depending on plan, because each maternity has different plans, so depending on which plans. What are the policy exclusions? Pre-existing conditions. Something was already there. There was an illness, and you know, and you still go ahead to insure. Your claim will be rejected. Cosmetic surgery, not accepted. Self-inflicted injuries, because you have insurance, is not accepted. Fertility treatments is not accepted. So what are the required quotations if one wants to do what are the details that you will give to the your consultant, your insurer, your insurance company? One, you have to give a detail of your age, and numbers of persons that have been insured. Is it what type of plans would you want? Is it individual? Is it a family group? Where is your location? Coverage level? There are classes. Is it the basic? Is it the standard? Is it the premium? So those things are important. So real life examples. A person falls sick with malaria and needs hospital treatment. Instead of paying cash, their health insurance covers consultation, drugs, and lab tests at the hospital. Motor insurance is another popular type of class of insurance. We have the third party, which is the basic. It's compulsory by law. Before you put in your vehicle on the road, you must have a third party insurance. Comprehensive insurance, it covers full everything. So what are the policy cover? Third party damage, injury. If there's an accident and a third party, a passerby is affected, it covers. Your own damaged vehicle is covered if you're doing a comprehensive insurance. But if you're doing a third-party insurance, that's where the third-party damage and injury, the property of the third party or the vehicle of the third party is covered, while yours won't be covered. But if you're doing a comprehensive, that's what we call the own vehicle damage. It covers both you, the third party, and it covers and you, the insured. And three, we have the third party, the theft and fire cover. Now, what are the policies exclusions? Are like I keep mentioning, very important, so that your claims don't get rejected. Driving without a valid license. If you drive without a valid license and an event occurs, an accident occurs, insurance company will not pay you. Driving under the influence of alcohol, drugs, same thing, is excluded. Mechanical breakdown is a mechanical fault. It's not accepted. Unauthorized use. You've not permitted someone to drive your vehicle. It's not approved. There's no approval. It will be rejected. So what are the required details that one would need if you want to do this kind of insurance? One, you have to have the vehicle. We need to know your vehicle, make, what's the model, what's the year, and the vehicle value. We need to know your value of the vehicle. What make is the vehicle? What's the model? What's the year? Also, we need to know the usage. Are you going to use it for private? Are you going to use it for commercial? And who the driver, the person that will be driving, we need to have details of the driver. So a driver, a real life example is a driver accidentally hits another car in traffic. What happens? Motor insurance pays for the damage to the other person's car, a third party, or both vehicles, if it is comprehensive. Let's look at property insurance. It protects buildings, it protects homes and belongings against damage or loss. What are the policy covers for property insurance? It covers buildings and contents, both your buildings and the content. But if you are a tenant, you can only insure your content in the house, in your building, in the property, but you cannot insure the building because you are not the owner of the building and you don't have insurable interest. So property insurance area of cover is theft. There's a theft, there's a burglary, there's accidental damage. What are the exclusions? Wear and tear is not covered. War is a result of war or terrorism, you come with a claim, is not covered. Negligence, you don't take time, you don't take proper care of your property, then it doesn't cover. What are the required details for a quote if you need this kind of insurance? First and foremost, we need to know your property location. Where is it located? What's the value of building? and content, or if it is the content alone, what's the value of your content? Type of use, is it residential? Is it commercial? Is it your office? What are the security measures? Very important. Based on these details and information we'll get, we'll do we'll compute a premium for you. So real life example is a shop owner installs good worth million of naira. Armed robbers break in and steal goods. Property insurance compensates for the stolen items. So we're going to be looking at fire insurance. It's another popular insurance coverage which a lot of people buy. It covers damage caused specifically by fire outbreaks. You find out that the policy covers fire damage, it covers lightning, it covers explosion. What are the policy exclusions? Arson, intentional fire. You actually go there to put on the fire yourself. War, riot, unless added. You can, war and riot and slash riot is excluded. But if you want it to be added to the policy, there is what we call, buyback clause. You can add a buyback clause and for an additional premium. So electrical faults sometimes is limited. It depends on your negotiation with your consultant or the insurer. So what are the required details? One, building values. You need to give us what's the value of your building, what's the nature of your business, fire safety measures. What have you done in case there's a fire outbreak? What are the measures you have put in place? Your location, very important. So what are the real life example? A restaurant catches fire due to a gas explosion. Fire insurance pays for damage to the building, kitchen equipment, and furniture. We'll be looking at marine insurance. This is another common insurance. It covers goods transported by sea, air, or land. What are the areas of cover? Number one, goods in transit, sea, either sea or air. Damage or loss during shipping. While the ship is sailing, there's a damage, it covers the loss. Port risk, if it gets to the at the port, beds at the port, and there are crises, one thing or the other, insurance will cover that. So what are the policy exclusions? One, poor packaging. If you have an insurance cover and you don't pack it, for example, in a crate or well packaged well in a container, then that's an exclusion. You delay losses. The losses are delayed. There's a loss, but you delay in reporting those losses. There's a time bound, then it's not covered. War risk is an optional cover, but if you want it, there could be a buyback clause for that. What are the required details if you want to get do this kind of insurance? One, we need to know your type of goods. What kind of goods do you want to insure? The values of those goods. What's the origin of the destination? Example, is it coming from China to Nigeria? As an example. What is the mode of transportation? Is it by air? Is it by sea? Or is it by land? What are the real life examples? A business owner imports electronics from China to Apapa ports. During transit, some goods are damaged at sea. Marine insurance covers the loss or damage during shipping. Okay, let's look at another class of insurance, which is the travel insurance. This is very popular when one is traveling outside the country. If it is here in Africa, you're going to any of the Schengen countries, or it is one of those requirements at the embassy that you must have a travel health insurance. So this covers risk during travel. Policy area of cover, flight cancellations. If, for example, you've traveled and there's a flight cancellation or there's a delay, insurance will cover this. If there's a loss of luggage while transit or while you're traveling, insurance covers it. If there are medical emergencies abroad, you travel abroad and there's an emergency, insurance will cover. What are the policy exclusions for this kind of class of insurance? Pre-existing illness. If there's already an existing illness, you know it, and you go to insure, it's an exclusion. Risky activities. Example, extreme sports. You do an extreme activities, you do an extreme sports, that is excluded. Travel against medical advice. Your doctor has given a warning because of a medical condition, do not travel, and you still travel. That's an exclusion. What are the required details for us to cover you in this kind of class of insurance? One, we need to know your destination. Example, is it, are you going to the United Kingdom? Two, duration of travel. What's the period? Is it 1 week? Is it 2 weeks? Is it 1 month? Is it 6 months? Is it 1 year? It must be spelled out. What's the age of the traveler? What's the purpose? Is it for holiday? Is it for business? Is it for leisure? Are you a student? We need to know all this. What are the real life examples? One of them are an insured traveling to United Kingdom, falls ill during the trip. Travel insurance pays for hospital bills and may also cover flight delays or luggage. Now we're going to talk about professional indemnity insurance. All professions. Is it a legal profession? Is it a medical profession? Is it the engineering profession? Is it the teaching profession? Are you a banker? Insurance. This insurance is one that protects professionals like consultants, engineers. And if it's sued for mistakes, negligence, or bad advice given in their work. So in the course of in the course of their profession, there's a mistakes, there's a negligence, or there's a bad advice. Insurance takes care. Insurance takes care of this kind of situation. Rarely it happens. It happens all the time, but most people, what they do is they do such a cover and they cover this kind of insurance. So it's advisable that for professionals, you take care of this kind of insurance. You buy it, it will go a long way to cover these kind of things. So what are the policy cover of area of cover? It covers negligence. It covers your errors. It covers your omissions. It covers your legal defense costs if you have been sued. What are the policy exclusions? Fraud. If it's fraudulent and there's a fraud, it's excluded. If there's an intentional act, it's excluded. There's a bodily injury or property damage, it's excluded because it has the bodily injury and property damage has its own class of insurance. So what are the required details if one wants to buy this kind of insurance cover? One, we need to know your profession. Are you a doctor? Are you an engineer? Are you a consultant? We need to know your annual turnover. We need to know your limit of liability. What exposure do you think? If for a year, I think I can, the exposure, what I'm exposed to in this line of work could be 5 million, could be 10 million. You will determine for the consultant or the insurer. Very important. Then we need to know, do you have any previous claim history? Which is very, very important. All these things will help for the underwriters to be able to compute a premium quote for you. What are the real life examples? These are the real life. I'm giving like a Nigerian example. An engineer in Abuja designs a building, but due to an error, cracks appear after construction. The client sues for negligence. Professional indemnity insurance pays legal costs and compensation. Another type of insurance, which is very important, and in most countries, it's very compulsory, is the group life assurance. It's a life insurance policy that is provided to a group of people, usually employees, church members, club members, associations, professional bodies, etc., where a benefit is paid to their family or beneficiaries if they passed while covered. So the policy area of cover is mainly on death benefit for employers or for club members, associations, professional bodies. Another policy cover is sometimes disability. While in that duration of that cover, you have an accident and there's a disability, you are incapacitated, it covers. What are the major exclusions? Fraud, war risk, suicide, initial period. What are the required details to get this kind of insurance cover? You get your staff list if you are an employer and you have employees. If you're an association or club member, a club or a church, you get the lists of your members. You provide those lists. You for an employee, for employees, what are their salary structure? If it is for a club, an association or professional bodies, you fix a figure to each of those members. What do you think could be an exposure for them? You say, then we want to know the age. We want to know the benefit multiples. Example, is it 3 times the benefit? Salary? Is it 3 times? That's the minimum. Some can go for 5, some can go for 4, some can go for 5 multiples benefits. So it depends on whichever you want. What are the real life examples? A company employs 50 staff. One employee passes away unexpectedly. The insurance company pays a large sum. Example, 3 times annual salary. For example, let's say, for example, to the employer's family, let's say, for example, if the sum assured then for a particular family was 1 million, at the point of claim where there is death or cause, the family's members will collect 3 million because it is 3 times. But if it is 5 times, then you times it by 5. So let's quickly look at, like I said earlier on, there are other classes of insurance. Let's quickly look at other types of insurance policies. Also include agricultural insurance, construction all risk insurance, householder insurance, public liability insurance, all risk insurance, aviation insurance, workmen's compensation insurance, burglary/housebreaking insurance, all others. These are others. So different types of insurance exist to cover different risks in life and business. So we have come to the end of Module 3. Thank you for watching and listening. This is a call to action. Please like, share, and subscribe to my YouTube channel to learn more about insurance and how it protects your future. The phone numbers and the email is shown displayed on the screen. Don't forget, watch out for Module 4. It's getting quite interesting. Module 4 will be talking more about the claims process. What are the claims process? What will it take if you claim? What are those processes? So we want to know. Thank you.